Well, welcome to everyone that is watching right now, and those who watch a bit later. Tim and Glenn has asked me to do a digital marketing deep dive this afternoon, which I'm excited to do. So we're going to look at a few things that I feel for 2022, if as builders and as business owners we can master or work out and leverage. It's going to help our social media marketing, our email marketing, and our overall understanding of the objectives of what those two things are supposed to do, and all of it. So we're going to get stuck in, and hopefully you grab something out of it. The first thing I wanted to do was kind of just talk a little bit about what's happening in 2022 and how this relates to our audiences in terms of digital marketing. One of the big headlines that keeps getting pushed across is that Facebook has, for the first time in its existence, I believe in the last quarter, has not grown, which is a sign of the times. It's had a fantastic run over the last decade and a half. Just those that have shares in it, I think they'd be worried, but what they're looking to do, obviously, Zuckerberg is looking to build a metaverse, and with Web 3.0 being built, there's some exciting things happening in that space in terms of Facebook. The main audience that's not getting involved into Facebook are late teens, early 20s. So does this really affect our core demographic? I don't believe yet that it's going to affect our initiatives in our digital marketing, who we want to target. So there's no alarm bells for me yet in terms of Facebook users and its decline. It's still relative. But one of the things that Tim and I jokingly, but kind of not jokingly, are talking about is Web 3.0. What does the metaverse look like for our business? What does crypto look like for you, our clients? When will our builders start taking cryptocurrency as currency instead of cash? Is that a possibility? Those are conversations we're having, and I'm sure they're going to be long conversations to kind of figure out and make sure that we can walk everyone within our organization through the next stage of what Web 3.0 looks like. Social media platform TikTok's on the rise. I'm sure you've seen lots of videos on that. Is this somewhere where we are wanting to be in terms of our core demographic? I haven't found a direct purpose to spend a lot of energy there yet, because of the core demographic being people that can't buy homes. But it is something that we're monitoring always closely, of how we can leverage TikTok, and if that's something that we push. Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube keep performing. That works because those accounts and those social platforms are specific. So Instagram has a specific deal, LinkedIn has a specific deal, YouTube has a specific deal, and they'll kind of keep dominating those content and platform markets. Email marketing is an interesting one. At present, in 2022, a 20% open rate is classed as good. We average between 25 and 40%, which would put us in a classing of great. So email marketing for Integrity New Homes is still extremely relevant, still extremely leverageable, and something that we need to keep putting at the forefront of our marketing, because for us, people are still more people than the industry. As we see, more people are opening hours than they probably should be, which is a fantastic place to be, and something will continue to grow as we go through the year. What is working? One of the things I wanted to highlight real quick is a couple of different types of posts that I'm seeing within our organization that's working really well, that gravitates, and I want to dissect that a little bit later. Get out of this because I want to visually show some of the things. We'll start with South Coast. South Coast do fantastic work at presenting progress, but I wanted to start with their tagging of different, I guess, subcontractors and other businesses that they work alongside with. It was one of the things that we talked about in the last webinar about tagging and building that network and sharing that kind of content with our contractors and the people that work with us. So South Coast is doing that very well. I'm just showing one one post, but it happens quite regularly. So Mark and the team are doing fantastic there. Another one I think I'm really proud of with the South Coast guys is their consistency for sharing progress, images and pieces and whatnot. I think their storytelling capacity is fantastic. I think a lot of people enjoy seeing these progress, and it's something that I don't know how to push harder without sounding annoying or sounding pressuring, but our builders need to be doing this at least once a week. At times where it's important, frames go up, foundation goes down. There are a couple of other places that do it really well. I know Cairns do it really well. Coffs do it really well. There's a couple that do. But as a builder on social media, this is bread and butter in terms of storytelling. You're showing the progress. People love it. So that's another good win. I'm going to shift to Toowoomba now. One of the things that Toowoomba did really well over the Christmas deal is connect with their community. You'll see down here, this is probably one of the biggest things that reached and engagement. It has nothing to do with building, but everything to do with them as a business. And I want that to kind of sink in, that it's not always about the foundation and not always about the end product, that our businesses have an opportunity to do things in the community that aren't to do with building, but share the character of the builder, share the character of who you are as a business, and that just, our name's Integrity New Homes. Integrity is a massive thing. So being able to connect with the community is a massive opportunity that our builders should be kind of looking to do. There's different ways to be able to do that. So I really am stoked with Toowoomba, looking to seek that out. They had a couple of different posts on this. As you can see here, James is talking a bit, does a quick video, and again, big reach, big engagement, sharing heart, using his platform, using his business for something bigger and something really worthwhile. So it's that was really exciting to see. One of the things that James did really well too is he shared, we're talking storytelling here as well. We're looking at James sharing who he is and why he does what he does, in a very professionally made video. But what this allows you to do is tell that story, connect with that person, and remove that friction. I've now seen James's face, I've heard his voice, so if I'm going to give him a phone call, I already know what he's going to sound like. That removes friction. I already know what he looks like when I go to the first meeting. That removes friction, and a big part of what we're looking to do in marketing is just remove as much friction as possible so that the decision-making capacity is as easy as it can be. We'll talk a little bit more about that. I love Coffs Coast using some humour. The internet and humour go hand in hand. I know Toowoomba's done some fun videos as well. When there is an opportunity to use humour, it connects. Humour is a fantastic tool to be able to gain attention and again show a part of the fun of who you are. If you know Wayne, he's a pretty funny guy, so it kind of goes hand in hand with that, which is great. And then the last thing I wanted to share, we're just pulling from Coffs Coast again, is I find what they do is they'll showcase little tweaks of homes that they're doing. And that actually shows, one, that they're listening to clients, two, that they're flexible and customizable, that they can do random things like laundry shoots and whatnot, and three, that it's not a stock standard. It's not just here's your house, we don't get, that's it. They're taking the time to listen to clients, and that's really important. So they're showcasing aspects. I'll get rid of these now. We'll get to Social Bee soon. But they're sharing those points of differences, and that's an important part for marketing is why are we different to any of our competitors? I'm sure our competitors can do laundry shoots, but by us showing that we're listening to our clients, that might be the big thing that people take away from that. So that's really important. Bring this slideshow up. So that is what's working. And realistically, those 6 things all kind of work around the theme of storytelling. And right now, I kind of just want to, I'm going to come back to storytelling, but I want to just bring a visual of a holistic understanding of what I would love for every single builder to understand that we're trying to do within digital marketing. For me, the website is the center of all our digital marketing, and it's where we want to push everything to. Why is that? Because it contains all the information that's going to remove as much friction for the potential client. It houses our blogs, it houses our galleries, it houses home designs, it houses pretty much everything. I want people to be spending time on our website. I want people to get to the website and go, oh, I got there through a floor plan on social media. Now I'm going to have a look at some blogs. I'm going to look at, like, they're pulling multiple things in their journey. The biggest journeying a client can do outside of direct contact and conversation is through the website. So it sits nice and center. Our social media marketing should be pushing everything as much as we can back to the website. One of the benefits of social media marketing is that it's indirect communication. People have liked your page and they're going to see it, not because we force them to see it, not because we've invaded their email or anything like that. It just comes up naturally. So it's indirect, it's easy to digest. It can be consistent, so that's a positive as well. And there's opportunity for conversation. I cannot overestimate how important social media direct messages can be. And I see I don't reply to them, I don't read them, but when they pop up in notifications, because I'm on every single builders, all our Integrity New Homes deals, there's plenty of conversations being had in direct messages, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. There's so much opportunity for conversion through those conversations because it's a good reference point. It's a soft reference point. People sitting there in the comfort of their own homes or in the cafe or wherever where they've decided to reach out, really make that significant in taking that as a priority. Word of mouth. Word of mouth, as I said before, is the best marketing tool that we've got from our clients. It's reliable, it's honest, it's emotional. People feel connected and love their home. The only problem is we can't control what's being said. We can't control when it's being said. We can't control how much it's being said, but it is the best. Physical marketing. I drove out to Brisbane on the weekend, saw a massive billboard for Metricon, and the only real thing that it did was go, oh, Metricon. Big time physical marketing is brand connection. It's inconsistent in its communication because billboards are known that we just forget. We might pick up a flyer, we put it in the bin, we don't remember it. And so it's hit and miss. It's very good for consistent. I love what we're doing now with the big banners that are going to be around the homes that Coast Coast was pushing. So people are going to drive past and go, oh, Integrity New Homes, but that might just be all that it is. It's a bit unreliable, but it has its place. And then email marketing, as I said before, we're doing really well on that. It's direct communication. It can be consistent, but people just might choose to ignore it. So it's hard for us to be able to control how they're going to digest it or what their response is after that. All this in a sense, we're trying to push everyone to the website, whether it be physical marketing, whether it be word of mouth, whether it be social media marketing, whether it be email marketing. I want us to get the website, everything comes in. The big thing is that all of these have big positives and they also have negatives, and any method is the same. And this is why giving attention to detail to all of these areas that work differently in your demographic. Physical marketing might work better for older people, or social media marketing might be for younger, email marketing might be for professionals. There could be different nuances within your community of what works. They all work and they all have issues with how they work. So it's a big understanding of going, okay, how do I get the best out of social media? How do I get the best out of email marketing? How do I get the best out of physical marketing? And how do I leverage, if I can, that word of mouth deal? So that hopefully is a rounded understanding of what we're trying to do, pushing everyone to the website so that we can get the hook links that lead back to email marketing. So if they come from Instagram, they like something, they give us their email, now they're seeing it on Instagram, they're seeing it in email marketing. Hopefully they can see it in physical marketing too, and we're having a holistic approach. All right, a balanced approach. This is my goal for every single builder this year, is to have a balanced approach to our digital marketing. There's two aspects that I want to kind of just go into detail for like the next 5 minutes, and then I think I'm pretty well done. But I wanted to go and kind of explain the two angles that I would be pushing if I was a builder. One is storytelling. What does it do? It reduces the friction for the client. The more they know, the easier the decision is going to be. And then on the other side is a sales or sales-minded posts and interaction that direct the user to where they need to go to progress their thoughts of buying a home. It is pointing the client in the right direction. And those two things need to work hand in hand. If it's all sales posts, they miss the heart and the friction's still there. If it's all storytelling, they're going to miss where we want them to be to help them on the journey to make a decision to build with us. So those two things are left and right hand, and we need them both. And so I wanted to break down a little bit of how I see that working the best for any of our builders. Now, for sales posts, I want to push so hard that we schedule posts through SocialBee, or if you've got another platform you're using, then fantastic. But SocialBee is fantastic for this, and that can be posts around home designs, testimonials, display homes, blogs. There's so much on our website that we can lean on to use the post, and we can actually schedule all of those sales posts. Almost, you could probably do for 6 months or even 12 months out. And I know that might sound a bit daunting, but I want to just share real quick on here. So this is Integrity New Homes deal. So what I have is on Mondays we have our blogs that come out. This is automatic. It will just cycle through and keep cycling through all our blogs. And when we put a new blog, it'll put that one first and then continue to cycle through whatever's next if we don't have a new one. Will people see this over and over again? To be fair, probably not. Different people catch different things on Facebook all the time and on LinkedIn. So I'm not too worried about repetition. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have promo images. So I've just set up in our workplace a link that you can lean on where I have 104 ready to post images, 110 floor plans, and 10 generic videos that anyone can use, ready to go. So I've actually loaded 104 images with 104 different captions with different targets for home designs, not floor plans, because floor plans I do on Friday. What's the other one? Display homes, about sections. So I linked on our website and just use that information alongside profile images. And now, I know Glenn's watching, but my job's a little bit easier because I have 104, so that's 2 images for the year, and that's done. I don't have to worry about posting an image on Integrity New Homes. It's done for the year. It's not to say that we won't post more images. It's just saying that I have a reserve. Wednesdays will be a promo video, and then Fridays I've put in up to 52 at the moment. I've got to do a bit more that's the whole year ahead, but highlighting our floor plans. So now I have a foundation that I know I'm going to have 5 things posted throughout the week. So my attention can now be brought to storytelling, because that's a little bit harder. And so this is where if I have the sales and the scheduling and the posts and everything scheduled, I can rest that I am giving Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn enough content to say, I'm using your platform, don't forget about me, put me front and center, so that my focus can be on now doing the other hand, which is storytelling. One of the easiest ways to be able to do that is posting through the Facebook Business Suite. So it's an app on the phone. That way it posts directly straight to Instagram and Facebook. And this is for progress posts, personal insights, community engagement, humor. Now you can put progress posts in schedule. You can put humor in schedule. You can put all these. You can schedule them if you want. I'm just saying that if you're on the site, you want to post a progress report, you want it there done and dusted. Using that app is a fantastic way to be able to push to 2 things in one deal and you get it done. So that for me, if we could balance those 2 things and have a balanced approach to our marketing, understanding that there's different types of posting, different things we can talk about. I know this is quite wide, it's quite difficult. Maybe you're sitting there going, well, there's like 8 things I've got to post. Look, if humor's not your thing, don't do humor. If you don't have any community engagement, don't force community engagement, find that naturally. Everyone's got progress shots, so let's use progress shots. So I'm not saying that we do anything out of your wheelhouse, but hopefully we can have that understanding of going, okay, I have a wheel, everything's pointing to the website. I understand what that purpose now of digital marketing is. I know what I want it to do. And I also understand that I'm having a balanced approach. So looking through, and if I get to encourage little bits and pieces, this is where I think Coffs do a really good job of having a balance at the moment. And Cairns do it. South Coast, I look through, probably could put a little bit more salesy approach just to fill out their deal. They post quite a bit, so they probably feel they don't need to. But I would just maybe 1 or 2 a week included in there of just high quality photos or blogs or talking about display homes, just to help people on that journey to go, oh, okay, this is my next step. All right, I've seen lots of cool stuff. Okay, what do I do next? We're telling them. So everyone else, there's lots of people on different parts of you might be natural at storytelling, you might be natural at sales, but it's understanding those 2 things work hand in hand. 2022, would love to see a balanced approach moving forward. So that has gone for 25 minutes, and if you've lasted the whole time, well, I appreciate you. Well done. And I've just got to figure out how to bring the screen across. So I don't know if anyone has any live questions or if that's what we're going to do now, Tim, or if we leave it at that. I'm easy as.
Yeah, that was a great overview there, Brad. So I guess lots of the guys probably haven't seen the structure that you can put in place to make that work. So I think that's really incredible to see how all that can fit together. So yeah, pretty impressed with all of that one.
Cool.
But it looks like we don't have any extra questions here at the moment. So just give you another second to see if anyone puts their hand up. Looks like you've covered that amazingly, mate. So
it's all right. I might post a couple of those excerpts onto Workplace. That way we have a bit of reference point in case people need to share stuff or have more questions later on.
Perfect. All right. Well, thanks for joining everyone, and thanks for taking over the session today, Brad.
Not too easy.
And we'll see you all again in a fortnight.